prepare and have a hard week of practice. But I think we obviously did a good job because we came out and put up 63 points, which is an amazing for a playoff game. So just put in the work.
Mina, yeah, I think we prepared well. We had a great week of practice, and everybody had their heads high. I mean, we have a lot of confidence. We're not too. We don't have our heads too big, but we know we're an all right team. But you got to put in the work during the week. And I feel like we did that this week, and we executed well. And we did our job.
This week, all of us were locked in on the defense. We prepared very well for their offense. We knew what they were going to do in certain situations. So we just came out, did our job today, and we came out victorious. So.
Evans. Yeah, we prepared pretty well this week, like they all said. We actually, when it wasn't raining during practice this week, we just covered the ball in water and made it really wet because we knew it was going to rain. 100% chance of rain all day today, so that prepared me a lot to throw the ball and also all the ball carriers to run the ball effectively.
So what does this win mean to you guys?
Well, as Coach Ab says, we tied the Trine University record for the best team ever, which is like really important to us because this group of guys is like, out of every team I've ever been on in my life, this is definitely the closest, like most brotherhood having team that I've ever been on, and like. We all, like, going into the season, like, we've been going 6-4 the first 2 years I was here, and to go 11-0 now is just, like, an amazing feeling, especially to have with, like, such close guys. It's just the most, I can say the most meaningful thing that I've ever been a part of, honestly.
What does this win mean?
Oh, it means a lot. Oh man, I forgot what I was going to say.
You're okay. You're all right.
But, yeah, you can go to the next
Go
one.
ahead.
I was going to say.
This win does mean a lot. It's win number 11, and all of us have been working. We put in work in the off season, and it's been paying off this whole time. And all of us want to prove that we're the best to ever play here. So hopefully we can do that.
This win means a ton for the whole team because not a single player on the team has ever been in the playoffs, never played a game in the playoffs. Only a couple coaches have coached in Division III playoffs, so it's been a little rough, just thinking about trying to get our feet wet in the playoffs, but we came out strong and we'll hopefully continue that strength.
Great, and the field's wet, it's raining. How do you guys stay motivated throughout the entire game from start to finish?
I'd have to say our coaching staff did a very, very good job of like preparing us for this. Like Thursday at practice, it wasn't really rainy, but our coaches like made sure the balls were wet and like really heavy just to like prepare for this game because they knew it was going to be wet. Like things like that, just things that I feel like our coaching staff just did a really good job preparing us for it, honestly.
Yeah, like you said, they prepared us really well. They believed in us. I didn't have the greatest week of practice, and coach believed in me and believed that I could play great. And yeah, that's it.
Can you get the question?
With a wet field, it's raining. How do you stay motivated from start to finish throughout the entire game?
It's just something we have to deal with. We knew it was going to be really wet today, and we expected the rain. So we just came out and did our job and played how we played.
Just like JJ said, we knew it was going to rain, we knew it was going to be wet all day. We probably knew that it was going to be a little lightning, so there might be a delay, but we kept our heads in the game and we were ready to play. So.
And then, I was just going to say, and lastly, what's next for you guys?
Next for us, well, we got to take it one win at a time, but we're trying to obviously go 15-0 and win a national championship. But we're not going to stop here. I'm going to try my hardest to motivate everyone and have a great week of practice next week and just keep this thing rolling, honestly. That's all I can say.
You got to take it week by week, and each week is going to get harder. You got to keep practicing hard. You gotta keep your head up and stay focused.
Whoever's next, you know, we just got to keep on being focused and showing up and preparing well for whoever we're facing this Saturday.
And we talk about after every win, 24 hours of celebration and then back to work on Sunday. So that's what's next.
You can have 25 today.
25.
I just had 2 quick questions. If I could, from the Monmouth newspaper, first coach.
Yeah.
Halftime, what did you tell your team? You guys, really came out.
You want to answer that, JJ?
It was real intense. He was kind of ticked off. So, you know, he just whipped us in shape. You know, kind of told us the truth that we weren't playing up to our potential. So we came out and we realized what we had to do. So we just got the job done.
I'll be hoarse for a few days.
Evan, put up 63 points, a lot of points, but still you had to feel that was a pretty good defense, I'm sure. What you tried to do out there, you were very effective, and your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's out there doing their job, all 11 guys, and when we do our job, we execute basically to perfection. We have a few mistakes here and there when somebody just steps wrong or isn't in the right place. So as long as we do our job, we'll be all right.
How did that defense rank, do you feel, against the other teams you played this season?
They're definitely a good defense. 21's a really good corner, and their linebackers play downhill. They're very physical, so I feel pretty confident with our guys that we did a nice job today.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For a team that's now 11-0, how do you keep your guys from getting too big and getting overconfident?
Well, I don't know if you guys probably don't know Coach Hedden or our offensive coordinator, but he's really, really good at making sure like we don't get our heads big and like everything is like the same as it was last week. Like I know our coaching staff isn't going to be like, okay, we're 11-0, we're good. You guys can just do whatever you want this week. It'll be probably way harder than it was. Like our week of practice will probably be way harder than it was last week, just because like they don't want us to get too big-headed. I don't want us to get too big-headed. Honestly, just if we do, we can go out and get punched in the mouth and take a loss that we like weren't expecting. So I don't think that'll happen honestly.
Just by practicing hard through the week and staying focused, not letting what's happened in the past. I mean, you not letting what happened in the past like predict the future. You can't go off from the past. That's a week before. You got to prepare for the team and yeah.
I think the coaching staff really instills for us to like be humble throughout the week and really keeps our head focused and just have us prepare just week to week for whoever we're facing, you know, not look at whoever we beat before or, you know, we just look at your opponent this week.
Yeah, we just got to keep our head on straight. I always go back to something my high school coach told me back when I used to play at our school. He told me the only thing worse than too much criticism is too much praise. So we just got to keep our head on straight and eyes forward.
Do you feel like some of that is coming from those seasons where you went 6-4 and those losses kind of impacted you coming into this year, that you don't want that feeling anymore?
I'll take this. We've learned a lot of lessons over the last few years as players, as coaches, and this group of seniors has done an amazing job of conveying the lessons that they have learned to our younger guys. Our coaching staff has done an amazing job. I've got a great group of assistant coaches, and they work tireless hours. And when you have those 6-4 seasons and you have a championship and 2 of those 6-4 seasons slip away in the last game of the year, in the last couple of minutes of the game, you learn some hard lessons. So I think those lessons have helped our coaching staff and have helped our seniors lead in a very productive manner.
Yeah, Evan, so 191 yards and 3 scores. At first glance, I thought I was looking at your passing stats. Have you ever considered switching positions to
I guess, yeah, I have in the past, but not anymore.
So then, Coach, and I guess Carswell,
Go ahead.
How much does Evan's running prowess, I guess, impact the offense?
I mean, like, I just couldn't. I honestly don't know how hard it would be to play against a quarterback that can run as good as he is and like pass the ball. Like me and Evan is like a two-headed monster. I have to say, like you got to pick one of us to like key your defense on. So just pick your poison, I guess. Honestly.
The variety of weapons that we have offensively are difficult to defend. I mean, Bog showed that today. It's been different guys, different games that have stepped up, whether it's Jeffrey Barnett, whether it's Andrew Bonfilio, whether it's Esakella, if it's Evan, if it's Lamar. And our offensive staff has done a fantastic job of utilizing the tools at hand. And sometimes we forget about the offensive line, but our offensive line has done a tremendous job to set up the run in a way where we have defenses on their heels. And when defenses are on their heels trying to stop the run, then the pass is available. Then when they're adjusting the Lamar's motion, then you've got Boggs available. And as somebody that, quite honestly calls defense against this offense in practice regularly, it can be a pain in the neck. Done a really good job of getting the ball around to different people and creating headaches for defenses. And that's why we're 11-0. We've done a good job of sharing the football offensively. Guys haven't worried about how many yards or how many touches or how many catches they've been able to get. And we played stout defense. We played great defense in the second half. I don't know how you give up a bajillion yards in the first half and then none in the second half, but I think a lot of it had to do with just guys doing their job and calming down a little bit. We faced a tremendous offensive line, big, strong offensive line, mobile quarterbacks, good receivers, and, probably the best offense we faced all year. And I believe we're a good defense, but when you're facing that kind of talent for the first or maybe the third time collectively as a unit, people start to get out of what their job is and try to do too much. At halftime, we kind of reminded them as a coaching staff, me in particular, that defensively we just needed to do our job, play with great technique, and if we did, we were going to take care of it. The breakdowns that we had, the long runs, the long passes, were because guys, quite frankly, tried to do too much. We've got them 3rd and goal right down here, and they run a slant out, and our corner's looking right at the quarterback, and the guy's 5 yards away because we got away from our fundamentals in the first half. I think a lot of it was the excitement of the first playoff game. I think a lot of it was just that shock of hitting a guy that's a little bit bigger, covering a guy that's a little bit faster. And I think once our guys calmed down and, quite honestly, our offense put points on the board the way they did, we made Monmouth play a little left-handed.
Steph, what did it mean to make those big plays? Obviously with Lamar and Barnett and Wilson and Evan and guys like that, and then that reverse or something really caught them. Everybody looked like all 11 guys from Monmouth was sucked in on that reverse. What was it like to make some big plays today and help this team win?
It was fun. Mostly, I tend to usually block a lot, and I don't mind it. I do what I can for the team and at my full ability, 100%. But making plays for the team was great. It gets everybody up, and it I don't know. That's it. Man.
You're fine. You're fine.
JJ, the defense, it looked like it's just more of a discipline type of thing, getting back to what you needed to do as a defensive unit. You got them in a lot of 3rd and longs, got them in a lot of uncomfortable situations. Talk about that, your defensive play in the 3rd quarter.
We just kind of just stepped it up. We did get away from our fundamentals and what we needed to do. They were a good offense. They did punch us in the mouth a couple times. So, we're not really used to that, but we took it with a grain of salt and we came back and and got our bearings and showed them what we can do the third quarter.
And Evan, how did you take? You give punishment and got punched in the mouth pretty good or something as an offensive unit. How did you think? How did you and the rest of the guys react to what was going on earlier?
You know, regardless of kind of what happens during the drive, we always come to the sideline. I talk to coach on the headset, and then I go talk to the offensive line and wide receivers. And basically, we say the same thing every time. You know, we need to take it down and score. We need to have tempo, fast tempo. We need to have aggression and play fast. So nothing really changes whether we go 3 and out or score a touchdown. We want the same thing every time, and that's the score.
Feeling pretty good physically at this point?
Yeah, feel healthy.
Any more questions for the guys? All right, guys, you can go.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Proud of you. Be smart tonight. Anybody?
Well, we talked about it earlier in the week. You were going to get hit in the mouth. They were going to make plays on you. How did you think your guys reacted to it?
Early in the game, not very well at all. Offensively, we were productive. I mean, the first drive that we had was kind of a train wreck, but and then you know, we start out with a pick six. Guys probably get a little big headed. I mean, it's always nice when a defensive end drops and picks one off, but Hunter made a great play and we're proud of him. But then when we came back out, you know, they were physical. That's a good football team. There's a reason why they're in the pool of 32. I mean, you're not going to play against anybody that's a slouch during the playoffs. Been fortunate enough to coach. This was my 6th playoff game as a coach, and 6th playoff game calling defense. And you know, you kind of know what's coming. You're going to get a great offense. They're going to make plays. That's why they're in the playoffs. And you've just got to make sure that you play the next play. And you continue to play the next play, and don't get away from fundamentals. Fundamentals are what got us to this point. We've got to continue to play with great fundamentals. If we can do that, the sky's the limit. We got away defensively from playing good fundamental in the first half. We got away from playing good fundamental football defensively, and it cost us big time. We give up long passes, long runs, didn't play very well. In the second half, we didn't make any adjustments. I'm going to be honest with you. And we challenged the guys at halftime and said, look, we're putting you in position to play. We're going to call the same thing. Make the play. Do your job. And that's one thing that we've really harped on this week, is having our guys do their job. You know, you hear Belichick talk about it all the time. That's really all you have to do. Everybody knows at this time of the year, you're not going to rewrite your offensive, defensive playbook. You just have to go out and do your job. Anybody else?
How do you plan on preparing for next game?
Well, this is one of the most fun weeks during the college football playoffs to prepare, because it's over Thanksgiving. And so we'll prepare the same way we always do. We'll bring the kids in on Sunday. Tomorrow we'll watch film, we'll run, we'll lift a little bit. And then coaches will get started on Wartburg preparation. And then we'll send them home. We'll continue preparing most of the night into the morning, and then give the kids Monday completely off, so that they have one day during the week to completely be a college student and a college student only. Then on Tuesday, we'll have our normal practice. Wednesday, we'll be the only people on campus, so coaches got to find them a place to eat. Then on Thursday, we'll practice at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then make sure everybody's got a place to go for Thanksgiving. And then we'll go spend time with our families, and then we're right back in preparation. We'll find out if we have a home or away game, but we'll have a short practice on Friday and go from there. It's a lot of fun. It's we've been fortunate enough to do it twice here, but we haven't made it past that. In the NCAA era of Trine football and Tri-State football, we've never made it past the Sweet 16. So, and it's one game at a time. We know we're going to face a good quality opponent, and we've got to bring our A game if we want to get a win. But we're looking forward to it.
What was handling the blows and then the weather and stuff like that, and then it just in that third quarter, the fundamentals defensively, you just did what you do in the third quarter. What stood out in that third quarter for you?
I think we did. We played better offensively and defensively on first down in the third quarter. Instead of being 2nd and 5 defensively, we were 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7. Offensively, we had a lot of 2nd and 2s. So we really played well on first down in the second half completely. I think that's what made the difference. Anyone else?
After that pick six to open the game, what was the atmosphere like going into that one?
Well, it was kind of like, all right, good job. Now we get to start over completely. We're going to start this football game over. We kicked off to start it, and we're going to kick it off again, and we're going to start completely over. There's a little bit of time off the clock, and we get spotted a 7-point lead. So it was nice. I mean, guys were excited. It was a heck of a play. Hunter Hyatt is a young man that works extremely hard. He's very, very, very humble young man, and it was a huge, huge play.
Do you feel like that kind of made the guys a little complacent that it started off so easily, but they kind of maybe relaxed a little bit going into that first half?
I'd hate to admit it, but we may have started a little bit complacent during that first series after they moved the ball. They came down and moved the ball pretty easily down in the scoring position. So, it's one of those things where I think, you have to play football with an edge every single down, every single play. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. Every college football team has good players, right? So if you relax at all, it can quite honestly be disastrous. I mean, we had 2 guys not do their job, and they hit a 65-yard run. We have 1 guy not do their job, they hit a 70-yard pass. I mean, so really the mantra has just been be sharp, act sharp, look sharp, act sharp, be sharp, and do your job.
Do you feel like there's certain plays like that where some teams may have learned from losses, but this team, while learning from previous losses this season, have learned from those plays where they may relax a little bit and kind of chase them back to reality in those games, like isolated?
No question. I mean, the public sees a 10-0 season. Our coaching staff goes week by week, and we see the 30 mistakes that we made offensively and the 50 mistakes that we made defensively, and that's what drives us. So we're constantly working for perfection. So there have been times where we've won by 40, 30, and we're absolutely miserable as coaches because of the way that we played. Because we've really tried to concentrate and focus on the fine details, to be sharp ourselves. And our kids have kind of bought into that. It really hasn't set in that we're 11-1 and lost a playoff game. Okay? 11-0, I'm sorry. We're 11-0. It really hasn't set in that we're 11-0 and lost and won a playoff game. It's just been a constant pursuit of perfection in everything that we're doing. What's that?
Because the job's not done.
Yeah. We'll look back and be like, wow, yeah, it was cool. But right now, it's just consistently trying to get better, trying to figure out how to practice better, how to keep our guys fresh, all those things. How to make sure that they're getting the right food in their body, that they're hydrated. So when it gets cold, guys don't want to drink water, and that's why we had cramping on one of the coldest days of the year, is we've got to stay hydrated. Those little details are what we're so focused on and what we're trying to get through to our guys, that we don't walk around with a huge smile all the time. We're focused on getting better. And when I say we, I'm talking about our coaching staff, from our coordinator, Coach Hedden, to our offensive coordinator, Coach Hedden, to myself as the head coach and the defensive coordinator, to Coach Cullen with the kicking game, to all the position coaches, to our interns. And they're all just focused in right now because we know what we think we can do.